Hi everyone. Would you like to see what it looks like when you are looking at a license for a ham radio operator? And this license is more than 100 years old? Well, that's what I have here. And it's not just any ham radio license. This is a restored ham radio license from my grandfather on my mother's side, my maternal grandfather, Felix Max Frueh. In fact, this is a picture of him when he was still a young man. This is a restored photo. And it was probably within, I would say, within 20 years or so of when the license was. But at least that gives you a bit of an idea. All right, so let's take a look at this license. So, United States of America, Department of Commerce, Bureau of Navigation, Radio Service, number G9079. Now his actual call sign was 6AGN, that's 6 Alpha Golf November. Now if you look in the description of this video, you're going to see some links where you can actually read some articles or lists that mention my grandfather, Felix Frueh, in various radio periodicals and so forth, because back in the 1920s, radio was a really big deal. All right, let's see what else this says. So, license to radio operator, amateur, 2nd grade. This is to certify that Felix Frueh has presented satisfactory evidence that he has a knowledge of the adjustment and operation of apparatus and of the regulations of the Radiotelegraphic Convention and the Acts of Congress insofar as they relate to interference with radio communication and impose certain duties on all grades of operators sufficient to entitle him to a license, and he is hereby provisionally licensed as radio operator, amateur 2nd grade, until he has been duly examined, but not to exceed a period of 2 years. He has also shown that he has knowledge, excellent or good, of the following additional subjects. A. General adjustment, operation, and care of apparatus, good. B. Transmitting and sound reading Continental Morse at a speed of 10 words a minute. And C. General knowledge of international regulations and acts of Congress to regulate radio communication. Good. Now keep in mind, in November of 1920, my grandfather was still a teenager. So he would have been about 14 or 16 years old at that time. Incidentally, I received my initial license and at that time had to pass the Morse code test in order to achieve the extra class license, and that was in November of 2002. So that was 82 years later to the same month that my grandfather was licensed. My grandfather had passed away before I was born, so it was extra special to be able to follow in his footsteps that way. So continuing on here, we have the radio inspector stamped there, and that was in San Francisco, California, November 22nd, 1920. And we have William C. Redfield, the Secretary of Commerce, and E.T. Chamberlain, the Commissioner of Navigation. So it's quite fascinating to see pieces of history like this, restored license, and to think that that is my grandfather leading the way in amateur radio. It reminds me of that book, 200 Meters and Down, that talked about this very time period. In fact, my grandfather met my grandmother when he had his radio factory. I hear that it was the first radio factory in Los Angeles back in the early 1900s, like around 1920, 27, thereabouts. And my grandmother answered an ad to come and be their secretary from what I understand, and she went above and beyond and did some cleaning there and all sorts of details, and that's kind of what won my grandfather over. So it's really connected to our family history. In fact, on the banner of my YouTube channel, you'll see a little snippet of a puzzle that I put together that my parents gave me as an early Christmas present in 2024. And you'll also see that on my QRZ page. So if you go to QRZ, you can see the full image of that puzzle I put together. But in any case, it's featuring a technician working on a radio, and it's the classic style of radio for a special business or commercial radio decades ago. So that makes me think of my grandfather. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this interesting video with my own personal family history and ultimately amateur radio history, because this is kind of where it started. This was just early on in the days of amateur radio licensing. All right, everyone, I hope you have a great day, night, whatever time it is where you are, and 73.